Pree Dis is brought to you in partnership with Ray White Overproof Rum, Philly Culture, Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, CB Chicken, the better tasting chicken, and Bad Dog, bigger, better, badder.
We're on Water Lane in downtown Kingston for this week's episode of Pree Dis. I'm your host Chrissy, and we have your weekly entertainment fix. So without further delay, let's get into the latest in entertainment and lifestyle right here in Jamaica.
We're still so young. I'm still so young.
This is nice. Popular singer Tami Chin Mitchell started her career in broadcasting a year ago at radio station Edge FM. She has since started a new chapter in her career. But where is she heading to? Listen up as she gives us the answers.
It's been a long journey for you, and you've journeyed into broadcasting. What have been the high points for you as far as broadcasting is concerned? It's a new realm for you.
I have loved broadcasting. When I started my podcast a couple of years ago, I instantly realized from the feedback that people liked my voice. I didn't even think that I had like a speaking voice. I was so used to singing that I didn't realize there was such a thing as a speaking voice that people, enjoyed. But more than anything, people liked the content I was putting out on my podcast, which was, very meaningful conversations, very honest, open conversations. And so when I got the call that, they were possibly looking at me as one of the personalities for The Edge, I was like, yes, 100% yes, because it's definitely something I wanted to try out and try on. The lesson learned for me on radio has really just been around discipline, to be honest with you. As artists, we don't really hold 9 to 5s. And so this discipline of having this space to come to every day has been an incredible lesson for me. And being able to reconnect with a broader fan base, not just people who are here for music, but people who stretch across a demographic as well. I like to say, at this point, a lot of my fans have grown up. So we've come to the end of yet another episode of Live Out Loud. And as always, I hope we added a little edge to your morning. Big thanks to my awesome studio engineers, both Sajay Watson and DJ Neil, and of course to my amazing producer / co-host / finder of all things trendy / telling me what to have for lunch, Roxy Niggle. Thanks. We've just completed the 1 year anniversary of The Edge and me being on radio, and it coincides with my departure as well. And if anybody knows me at this point, they know that my whole thing is always trying out the next thing and seeing what shows up for me. I was never the kid who said I wanted to be one thing. I said like 5 things. And so next I really plan on kind of putting a little more time and effort into the vlog, into that content, building that out a little more, into the podcast, kind of trying to build out, the vision of not just Tami Chin Mitchell, but also Meet the Mitchells. What does that look like? What will that look like in 10 years? I'm not sure what's next, but I know that whatever is next, it will be with a lot of intention that we move in that direction. Sometimes I miss music. I miss the good parts of it, the enjoyable things. You just mentioned something as simple as when we did the high school tour. Like, I miss that type of when we used to be able to come together and share this awesome community that only artists understand. I miss recording sometimes. I don't miss trying to write the next hit song or trying to be relevant or trying to keep up with the times and making sure trying to look a certain way, be a certain way. I don't miss all of that. Music is a part of my life, and so every now and again you'll see me pop up and maybe do a show because it's a part of my journey and a part of who I am, and I'm never too far from it.
What do your kids say to you when they'll see pictures of you from the past performing, let's say an old video?
Yeah.
What are the things that they say to you?
Who is that lady? They never believe it's me. That's the first thing, especially when I had like very short blonde hair. Like I remember showing Jackson, who is 7, the Frozen video, and he had no clue that that was me. Our younger son, Atlas, he is obsessed with the arguing video with Wayne and I and that song, but he thinks it's real life. He thinks it's a vlog. And so he keeps asking me, why were you so upset with Daddy? It's very cute. But they don't know me in that way. Years ago, and even not too long ago, I always used to say that I would never encourage my children to go into any of the arts because I just know it can just be such a rocky road. And I say that from my own experience and from the experience that I've seen of many people around me. But the older I'm getting, the more I realize that, they have their own path. And they have their own life lessons to learn. And I can't protect them from every pitfall. I can't protect them from criticism. I can't protect them from any of that. And they're gonna have their own path. And so, if that was truly what they wanted to do, I'd have to support them. I remember my dad saying to me, listen, if nothing happened by the time you're 21, would you consider going back to school? And I was like, sure, but by the time I was 21, I was signed to a record label and about to start this whole new journey. But I love that he even gave me that type of guidance. And so with anything they wanted, and not just music, if they wanted anything else, I'm always gonna be like, cool, but let's think about what plan B could look like as well. Because but I think if I ever do another album again, it won't have the same intention as it did when I was, in my 20s. I think I'd make music to just make music I would want to make and not have the pressure of it going, hitting some chart or music doing the best. I would just like to do music my way. Things are just so different now. And I think I would have been better suited to how the industry is set up now, rather than with a major label. So I guess with a major label, you get somewhat of a budget to work with, but that comes with a huge level of control and ownership, which I believe, can really put you in a box and keep you in a space. Whereas I believe now, the real power is in the artist's hands. And I think that that's truly a good thing. So, the model is different. It's not the same.
We are The Edge 105.1 and 105.3 FM. I'm Tami Chin Mitchell, signing out and sending you big love.
That was singer Tami Chin Mitchell. We wish her all the best in her future endeavors. After the break, we meet dancehall artist Lusion. We'll be right back.
Ray and Never, feel we culture, yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you're living, yeah.
Share it!
I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rear rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya. Jamaica the culture.
Ray and Nephew overproof from what just I do it to we culture.
Years are old, drink responsibly.